enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant.
Pets?
Okay, man.
Today's lecture will
Find
focus
them
on the
mine.
generation of techniques and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers.
Hey,
Why
we're trying to
so
train the Manasaur. Get out of the way. Hey,
Consider
we're trying to
this
train the
a basic
Manasaur.
introduction
Get out of the
to
way.
Remedial numismatics for those
pussy.
new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter.
Oh, a
I've been
freelancer.
called many things.
I didn't know we hired
and
anybody.
suspicious
I'm
is one.
glad to have you.
I've also been
Only thing
called
between me and a double
several
promotion was the people and outpost opportunity. Reckon it's a good day to be me.
So, prime
Only thing
numbers.
between me and a double
What are
promotion was the people and outpost opportunity.
Given
Reckon
a
it's
set
a
of
good day
natural
to be
numbers
me.
greater than 1, let's call that set N2, then a prime is any number in the set N2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set N2. A simple definition. Elegant,
So that's a
even
problem.
uplifting, almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't
Not
1
that
a
way.
prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all
Okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
kinds of abstract number theory
not gonna make it.
applications, and there should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical
I risked it, and lost the biscuit.
kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be
Oh,
sufficient reason to want them.
Why prime
But
numbers?
there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its
Either they have
ultra-efficient
squatters
system
or
of
their
data,
decorators should be shot.
as well as using prime
both.
numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted.
Time to earn my commission.
To become a numismatist, where there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this. Are there an infinite number of primes?
Electricity!
Vital critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
To discover one of these truths and become the next senior laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant.
Go for qualification. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Dispositions to you all, and good day.
Mouse. Yeah, monitor. Hey.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations.
Abbot Newell here to impart a message of significant value, conveyed to me by Alexandria Monastery's most trusted conjecturer, Seer Wy. To all those tossed hither and thither by war's perilous fluctuations, the Order invites you to seek
Hang on, I don't know how I
stability
can
and
open this
shelter
chest.
in Matriarch's mercy. While lean accommodations do persist, the effort to improve is being spearheaded by Administrator Agarwal, who I have been informed has everything well in hand. I humbly return you now to the previously
everything?
scheduled program. This is Abbot Newell of Alexandra Monastery, signing off. How was that, Wy? What? It's still recording? Oh, how do I stop the...
So ends this message.
Continuing as predetermined. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
The spread, illnesses, and eventual control of the purple-berry parasite. OA Archive transcription number 3918-4 begins here.
Parasite?
Hello. My name is Marisol
one by one. If you don't let me out of here!
That certainly
Today, I
painted
would
a
like to
picture,
talk
Dere.
about
Bit
irresponsible
illogical,
spread
hardly
of the
persuasive,
purple-berry
but
parasite by
good
Auntie's
energy.
Choice and its numerous subsidiaries and former supernumerary, although that's a different lecture. The spread of this parasite included a corresponding rise in gastrointestinal illnesses and deaths, until basic preventative measures were put in place after illness-related costs exceeded corporate profits.
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself, we are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
Ridiculous. The rift's existence is an anomaly, nothing more. Their existence begs for correction.
I see no need to respond to such heresy. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools, I could use your help there, and I'm nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Of course. Not sure it's wise. I doubt.
Well, what?
Parasite, or PBP, as it is colloquially called in Auntie's Choice's records.
Pretty sure.
More specifically, the PBP
I was
eggs
playing
are found
Persona.
in every berry of an infected plant,
Persona 3
where these
Reloaded.
eggs have been
I get the
subdermally
fucking dialogue
injected by the
prompt
second
of,
stage of the
from,
parasite. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's
Aegis
examine the PBP life cycle.
commenting on.
After an infected berry is eaten
technically
by
it
a
wouldn't be.
host, the microscopic
guess.
eggs inside the berries
But,
are
a hero.
exposed to the host's digestive enzymes, which trigger
Since,
their hatching.
my character
These parasites enter their
is a female.
second stage as spiky worm-like creatures with outsized pincer-like mandibles, which then
Pincers.
proceed to feed on the
I
host
reckon it's the
directly,
pincer.
ingesting tissue and blood along the entire intestinal
What the
tract.
fuck?
These worms are eventually expelled when they reach a size of approximately 2 centimeters in length, and they then seek out nearby purpleberry plants to lay their eggs in the ripening purpleberries. And I should add that the plants are well fertilized in this entire process. Also, as the expelled contents contain undigested purpleberry seeds, the distribution of the plants is increased,
not 100%
helping
sure.
infected purpleberry plants to spread farther and grow better than uninfected ones. Perhaps unsurprisingly, careless
Really should
anti-choice
upgrade my shit.
scientists mislabeled this case of obvious symbiosis, given how both the purpleberry plant and its parasite are benefited by the relationship.
Long
as a
rounds? I don't know.
parasitical relationship.
Rounds I have.
Given that initial classification error,
inventory full
it's
for
a wonder
weapons?
the
Jesus.
Auntie's Choice scientists managed to ascertain any subsequent safeguards at all. After some additional casualties, plodding Auntie's Choice field researchers discovered that co-native planetary fauna was well adapted to the parasite
there.
and hardly affected by it to any large amount.
26 by 2.
But human
That's
colonists
probably
were
better.
not so fortunate. The PBP worms disrupted the human internal biome to such a degree that the eventual correspondingly large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the
Doc,
expelling
you're
of the
still
worms,
here.
the berries,
What are your
and
thoughts on,
most of the person's gastrointestinal tract. Human casualty rates were close
on
to
the
100%, even when reluctantly given medical attention by anti-choice who were more concerned with upselling unnecessary procedures or
What was your
prescribing
opinion on
expensive
the Halo
ointments
shit?
such as their antibiotics. a topical cream that offers no benefit to the dying patient, possibly smoothing away
Got a
stubborn
new
wrinkles,
mural.
according to product literature.
But yeah, the Halo
However, given
campaign
the
of all.
purpleberry's non-zero
Whatever the fuck
nutritional
it's called.
value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials
I think it's
directed their labs to
interesting,
find ways
especially
to
since they're
remove the
adding,
parasite from the berry. A variety of
4-player
methods were
co-op.
tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the edible portion of the purple
Definitely will
berries. These methods were
play
deemed
that
non-cost-effective
on stream
and
with-
rejected out of hand.
Eventually,
The answer was found not in a lab, but in a history book. Specifically, a history text on saltuna, a crossbreed of two different earth fish species called salmon and tuna, was found that contained a reference to anisakid nematodes, or salmon worms, with an estimated 70 to 90% of all salmon being infected by these parasites. More importantly, the text contained the solution to eradicating these parasites: freezing. The simple and obvious, yet untried, act of freezing the salmon meat killed the embedded parasites. A quick test showed the same procedure worked on PBP eggs, although without quite 100% effectiveness. The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, a method that was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of
You
the
really
berries
went all out on
without
the radio,
affecting their
didn't they?
texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt by the unaided eyes and tongues of their consumers. So Auntie's Choice administrators were satisfied with this inept solution.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense.
Parasite-free.
Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
And this is why we have...
That must be the N-ray range. Let's hope it
This is
doesn't
why we
blow up in
allow
our
our
faces, huh?
soldiers to question. Oh, hi! You're an enemy, aren't you? Oh, damn.
Also,
Damn, new waifus.
Go. Another installment of Ask Her with
There, Commander.
I got you.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? I can't believe I'm surrounded by idiots. Not you, I mean the other idiot. They betrayed not just me, but the exalted leader herself. I was sent on her behalf to help them scavenge for old order technology to
Really
further
like it,
investigate the wonders of the rifts. So,
They look really nice.
they need to die. Any other questions? Who can say what drives those who have clearly lost their minds?
I ain't got anything nice to say here. You take this one.
Such as? We are simply a group of enlightened individuals. Such as? Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story. Just because I don't need a convenient excuse to kill anyone I want like you joining the group.
Okay,
My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly
Slowly back
opened
away.
vein.
I see. Well, good talk. That's actually
what
funny.
happens next may surprise you, but not us. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
Okay, I assume I can't go in the main door.
Well, these cultists ain't dumb. First thing you do after seizing an objective is bar the front door. But there's always another way inside.
Always use the back door. Am I right? I'm getting unhinged at 1 in the morning.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool. The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
I like it. I'm glad I picked her as notice the controls below or use down override after taking all precautions. Operate 3 switches to open the corresponding facility door. Note that activating more than overload system. Got it. Now the question is,
Hi. 6 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or?
I'm gonna tell the order on you.
Hello. Look at the state of this poor fool.
They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse.
Much worse.
You can count on me, and I can count on you.
He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom.
Damn.
If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Un momento, por favor. It's like an assumption.
Of this fatal attraction.
let me go to idle camera. Damn it. Let me go to idle camera. I'm just trying to...
About the role of oxygen, you broke my heart when you countered that with phlogiston. In our dynamic process, the temperature increased. It never remained constant. It was impossible to decrease. Caught in a catalyst, leading to combustion. Stuck in entropy from chaos to decomposition of this fatal attraction. This fatal attraction. This fatal attraction.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus. Attention order acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich form. Our scienticians have created the perfect BLT sandwich. It is balanced, layered,
Ooh, the perfect BLT
and
sandwich.
tasteful. You may cease your search for complete lunchtime fulfillment, for it has arrived.
Time to murder
You are
some
welcome
cultists.
from the Order of the Ascendant. Whimsical computational jest 37A. Be like the minus operator and make a difference today. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Hey, that must be the scanner there.
Q to activate gadget. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so that goes to you.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
I know it. We'll begin the killing.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Oh no. Okay. Ooh. For hacking and medical. And the pucks I want. Doctor, are you still here? Getting a little late. Can gather crafting materials and items for you while you're away from the ship. The amount gathered is based on XP earned while away. That's interesting. Bounty tournament. Should I just get psychopath? Fuck it. We'll turn into a psychopath. We'll turn into a dog. Ow.
You leave at once.
Back in business.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Join the Order of Descendant and experience the beauty and elegance of a well-formulated plan. You'll never forget your first higher order.
You there! You must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Fuck off.
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly.
Fuck off.
If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
Composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies.
Good point. We'll kill him after we get the information.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you except if you attempt to interrupt my work, you will no doubt meet the same end as your fellows. Leave, and you may yet live.
This guy is hilarious. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes how much
really
more
like
worried he
Ozza.
should have been about me than all the other nonsense around here.
Oz, I really like you. I don't know. You seem funny. It's an elevator. It elevates us to a new realm.
One thing that you have to know, irrationality is for the workflow. How can that be? Infinite, a measure of mystery.
Hi.
Unveils the key to heart you stay. How can that be?
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work.
Diverse.
This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this. Victor, I fully understand. Dead is dead, but if we can alone, but...
I don't know. Personal log.
A positive externality. And result in explanation.
Regenerate. Did I see that number right? Holy shit. Let's open that up.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tones.
Hello! Holy fucking shit!
Fellow esteemed members of the Order of the Ascendant allocated to Golden
Fucking
Ridge.
shit.
As foreseen, recent conflicts
Yeah, the
between
blood on the
Protectorate
fucking
and his
site?
choice and ourselves have resulted
It's
in
not
notable
enough.
detrimental effects
I can't
throughout
quench
this
its
region,
thirst.
including but not limited to the loss of frontal organs, disabling of the tramicular, and a 17.9% reduction in effective sleep cycles per evening.
Look at the...
Ow.
Straight out!
Factory 7. As was research
Damn.
at the N-Ray range.
Friend of friends. Oh, thank you very much for dealing with those cult... It seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitors, charlatans. Fine. Just trying to add some levity into this pathetic creature's drab existence.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife. That he would be untouched by the Pardon my excitement. I don't know the specifics. Only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays.
How's everyone saying going? Who's going
Flooded
well?
the
This
range,
game is
they damaged
really
the
good.
N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed.
I
Cultists
don't know what I'm
killed,
going to
but many more still
live.
Moving
Live for
unseen
7 hours and
because
30
he
minutes so
refused to
far.
follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing
Plus,
as
I found my
invisibility.
favorite
The
fucking
cultists
companion
are
so
out
far.
of phase. Also, I strongly
He's
recommend against
is
exposing yourself to processed
an amazing
N-rays.
character.
Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically
That's
here,
fair.
but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But, oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted.
Okay. What you got to give me? I'm not gonna lie, the fucking radio is pretty decent. Daily tasks. Sure. Project report, it's already done. Okay.
It's Fibonacci.
It's Fibonacci. Fibonacci style.
To any fool enough to approach my hideout, I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed.
21.
I cannot afford your interruption.
21.
Once more.
Ow! Oh, fuck. Ow! You fucking ass hat. What? Jesus. Where the fuck are, how are you even shooting me?
Commander.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Right. Okay, well, now that we know is very booby-trapped.
1, 2,
Okay.
5, 8, 30.
Seems to, yeah. Doc, I don't know how much you've been watching, but
Killing
this
traitors is quite fun, is it not?
this person gives me you vibes. Good. So, that's a trap right there.
Next, the latest field data validating
like
or repudiating our
something
forecasts.
I
for near
see.
present and future calculations.
It's a tripwire. Okay. Okay.
Auntie's choice continues to hold.
Now I understand. I understand now, Doc.
Of our air defenses against low-flying craft, augmented by our Seer's
You're a little
technology, combined with the
Isn't it,
deft
Doc?
skills of our exemplars. This keen partnership not only forced our precious rivals to drop supplies from high orbit, but to scatter of hastily dug trenches. So much for their baseless conjecture that bookish theoreticians, a tidier paraphrasing of their colorful invective, couldn't hold their own on the battlefield.
So ends this missive.
Continuing as predetermined. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract
how does
thinking
one
and constructive rumination.
get over there? What did I find? What? How do I get behind there? Oh, I see. I could see it without it. Jesus. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm blind. Blind is a bad. Ow. Ow.
Commander, you're
Ow.
bleeding.
Doc, while I have you here, thoughts on the new Halo stuff?
Yeah.
It's really weird that they didn't have like an actual like vent, right? For the new Halo.
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge to sway me. I cannot allow this. I cannot allow our efforts to be in vain. If De Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Your verbiage, if the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal... If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, De Vries opened my... Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one... What? How do you not understand the present situation? That's not... All this? Helping De Vries? Completing the work on my explosives? Augustine,
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. What say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife? See what he knows.
Over the course of her decades-long appointment as presiding bishop, Ruth Bassar has added
Hey,
multiple
Doc.
parameters to the calculated life
You're
equation
still
of the
here.
matriarch. She has determined derivatives.
Should I let her go at him with a disemboweling
With a
knife?
convergent approximation beyond any
And if you're not here, I'll roll
presiding bishop has approached
or I'll
a
flip a
dispersion
coin,
exceeding
basically.
5 sigma, a level of calculation superior to all bishops before her. Cite her theses with confidence. If that did not sate your
Okay, well,
curiosity,
I think I'm gonna have to
by
flip
all
a coin.
means, inquire again and again with abandon. I, Vicar Mug-Sai-Sai, will be happy to enlighten all who will listen.
I'll get a flip a coin.
But not us. Next up. Well,
Okay.
the seers among you
Flip a coin. Okay. That one didn't count because that was just the initial. Okay, heads is be my guest. Tails is why would you do that? We're gonna do best of 3. Okay, 1 for why would I let you do that? Okay, this next one determines it. Well,
Might want to stand back. This could get messy. If I do it right. Now then, Victor. Let's you and me conversate about your friend and her plans. Knew the little fellow was lacking in fortitude, but I must admit to a certain inexplicable dismay at how quickly he passed. Maybe my enthusiasm just got the better of me. Still able to get what we needed, though. Seems he was trying to find a way to send explosive devices out of phase so they could remain undetected once placed. He was a little hard to understand at the end there, but I think he wanted to make sure the people were killed instantly and didn't suffer. As if that would have mattered to them. Of course I am. Just a little more exertion than I was expecting. Need to learn to pace myself. Let's move on. I'm certain there's more killing to be done elsewhere.
okay.
My fellow loyalists.
Oh, hi.
It is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, Our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Seer Wy isn't very good at this whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
I agree. N-rated. Travel through the range has left you fundamentally changed. Whenever you take damage of any type, you have a chance to take additional N-ray damage and automatically become camouflaged. Like, so whenever you take damage, there is a 5% chance you become camouflaged automatically, but take an additional 5% of your max health as additional damage. Camouflaged, invisible to enemies, and deal bonus damage. Cooldown 30 seconds. Okay, well, we're doing the same thing again. We're doing a fucking coin. Okay, first one doesn't count, but one yes.
And
Sorry,
now,
heads yes.
constructually compelling yet
Tails no.
categorically
Okay, so
veracious
let's do it.
statements regarding products researched and
Okay, we have
designed
one
to
for
increase
reject.
energy, efficiency, creativity, and
One for
focus.
Okay. Let's say, like, god damn it, like it's
but even
constantly
food can be grown
one
in
or
a
the other.
laboratory. 100% packaged. Our fabric packaging is as
Oh,
airtight.
damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them.
An ease-setting witticism.
I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices.
Doc, if you're
I saw
back,
one of them earlier. We
what's
should go
your
see what
thoughts
information it will yield to
on-
us. I'll mark your...
Thoughts on the new Halo stuff? Crushed. Ooh, a lockbox. We need more keys for that lockbox. I can take it. Okay. I am going to be right back. I music so that it is not just silent. Okay. And then streaming. Don't have any other missions at the moment, so let's do the faster travel. Yippee! Man, more refugees.
Got a bad feel about this line, huh?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to her?
Crowded. Just too damn crowded.
Is a self-centered derivative.
Why hello?
Agent! Oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wy, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? The truth, but I'm sorry, but we really have I know I mentioned, but no, once go.
If you beheld, looks like the traitors are holed up in the monastery.
The Oracle?
So much for.
Lockpicking. Beach. Engineering.
Much
The
for
one
piety.
Horizon, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift! It must be unlocked!
Is that a... Why did that look like a fucking can of Zins that I just picked up? I don't know what I picked up. Looked like a fucking can of Zins. Jesus.
We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to leave. Plan guide you.
Seer Wy said I would. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Stan, where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
My God, you don't have to stomp on every fucking... I guess we're going this way.
Think when we kick his head in, it'll be simple enough for him to understand?
Know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst. Setting into motion the future most alive to the plan. And do not hesitate. The time for
That was dedicated to all the innovative minds in the Department of Scientism from their admiring cohort in the Department of Research and Inquiry.
Good.
Who's that motherfucker to die? Ooh, yes, I have this. I forgot I had it. For a second there.
Vitals looking a mile.
God, I love this fucking... I can disappear in a fucking second.
Restore my life or avenge my death!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I got you. Asa, I will not let you die. Bathhouse. Bathhouse? I have a bathhouse?
Found another one.
Assessing.
Hi! My bathhouse. This is my bathhouse.
Weapon prime!
Oh my god, pervert. Trying to sneak in. See what the bathhouse looks like. Jesus. Joke's on you! I have a trauma kit!
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak.
We can still have it. Okay, actually, not be an idiot. Oh, I can put something, I guess.
This looks a lot like those N-ray junction boxes. Still got the scanner on you?
Ba, 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 ba.
Nice wiring. I thought these folk were supposed to work smarter.
Again, I can't open this. I need the essential history of mechanized doors and how they open, close, and everything in between.
On this intellectually stimulating episode of notable locations of scientific inquiry,
a body
we
that
contemplate the colossal.
I might have that.
A computronic construct so powerful it requires a planetary mass ice ball to both house its analytical engine and cool it to
vending machine.
274.24 Kelvin.
Oh wait, no, I can just go through this. Is the whatever.
Cold weather
Grand Architect's perspiring brow. If you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time.
Archive.
Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Law.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. If there is conflict, then it was inevitable.
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the material.
I need the book.
And I'd also caution, I'm sure I haven't. What I do hope I see. I will add apologies.
Okay. Memorable.
When in operation, the core would turn molten in 1.8 minutes without thermal transfer's consistent hydraulic pressure of 3,000 psi. Fortunately, this system is foolproof. It would take deliberate human intervention to operate the archive without the thermal transfer system. But who would act so irrationally?
Yes. But whom would act so irrationally?
Input commands are delivered by
Am I
complex
right,
punch
Doc,
cards
or
that
am I
process
right?
information stored on data bricks. Only an operator wielding the Calcaduceus may set the archive to its
Yes, the
tasks.
Calcaduceus.
To outsiders, it appears
Whatever
we are
the
waving
fuck
a
is that?
mathematical magic wand. It's alas, the facility has slipped from our computational control, a loss not only for scientism, but all of humanity. It is imperative that we recover the archive and resume its great purpose.
It's imperative.
Solving the universal equation so we will
It's always
inevitably
imperative, my dude.
achieve ascendancy.
Addendum.
Oh,
Since we
fair.
recorded this episode, the thermal transfer system size increased from 4,367.89 kilometers to 4,367.91 kilometers. We are wrapped with regret for this position.
Those who do not follow the plan will be terminated.
Is that?
Warning, the following
Liquidator!
It's the unknown variable!
I am the unknown variable. I am inevitable. What are you? I swear to God, those look like Zins. Even though I've never had Zin in my life, I know what the can looks like. They fucking advertise that shit all the time,
I know
everywhere.
this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. And it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice. At 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up
Nowhere
another body's
near as
vacation
interesting as the
towels.
taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs.
Hi!
Eliminate the target!
I just ask you to just remember that there's more importance out here than just your numbers.
A measure of
Think we found the abbot's quarters? How selfless of him to safeguard this finery for his people's own good.
How can that be? How can that be? Irrationality. One thing that you must
Hello, Ken.
Irrationality is a part of our progress. How can that be? How can that be? Using part, another without end. Evokes a result, correcting a dividend.
Oh, who's your go? Who's your go? I don't know if it's a girl or not. Who's your go?
Bishop Bassar has failed this order as its preeminent leader. And without resurrection, he will make peace with the primitive.
Do you have a buck for sale?
And his choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost.
One thing you can plainly see accepted in this infinity. Can it be a positive externality? One thing, the irrational term accepted in the calculation. Can it be
Somebody help.
an explanation? How can that be? How can that be?
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that?
Okay, well...
Well, this is a twisted way to try and stop...
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Look, whatever the Seer and DeVries are doing, we'll have time to sort it out later. Good.
Definitely.
Conveyed to me by Alexandra Monastery's most trusted conjecturer, Seer Wy. To all those tossed hither and thither by war's perilous fluctuations.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
This is
not seeing a shot.
Alexandra Monastery signing off. How was that, Wiley? What? It's still recording? Oh, how do I stop the...
That is all for now. Until
This must be the so-called puzzle they expect us to waste our time on. Looks like it was constructed by a child.
And now, additional data and
nothing to hit.
Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Enemy spotted.
No traces of variable.
Is concluding as armed and ready.
Get fucking down here, you little plebs. Are you fucking kidding me?
Random elements! Recalling munitions!
Random elements! You're looking pretty scathed, Commander!
Did you not send him away?
Taking cover!
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually
alive.
very
Who
surprised
needs to
that
die?
this still works as well as it does. I'm gonna real quick just go in here if I can. Do I not have the ability to? I do not. Save the hostages. Let the Seer.
Hey, we've got movement.
I don't think I want to specifically do that yet. Ooh. Got one of the books I needed. Okay, so I guess release the Rube Goldberg machine. Yes, I do want down. This way I can think of that. Like that. Goes there.
Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just buy find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
As a, I know.
Have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan.
I know you really want to kill the hostages, but also at the same time I don't. I would rather not.
Axiom denatured protein slab contains exactly the amount of protein your body can process at a given time. Make Axiom your axiom of choice. From the order
Disable
of the
auto. Right, save the hostages.
Glad we saved those folk. But now we need to deal with the bastard behind all of this. Let's move.
A song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses.
Oh boy.
Good day and welcome
Generating
again to
primes
Advanced
again.
Abstract Algebraics, Section 4,
We've been here
Section
too long.
4.
We're hearing about primes
Please
again.
continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic.
Time to earn my commission.
Edmund Vanderson, and I am the senior tenured laureate of the...
Let me handle
Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof.
Fucking snipe, man.
Consider this a basic in remedial numismatics for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago, while still
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I've been called many things, and what is one of them. I have also been called ridiculous.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set. Then a prime.
How are you not dead? Fuck off.
Two other numbers in the set.
Jesus.
A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say. But not redundant. I am frequently asked, why is 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? Silly. With such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers?
Commander, you're bleeding.
There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime number storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory storage for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such.
What?
But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that take only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good dispositions to you all, and good day.
Not possible. No target to gut. Step aside. All over it.
Casting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand
Okay, as you fucking obliterated that fucking loser.
Cordial greetings, fellow students of the we once again have Victor Clemens on hand. Ask the Vicar. A listener asks, did the Order always plan on betraying the Protectorate? Apologies, Vicar.
Fuck off, sniper. Yeah, as are you, fucking badass. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Masters are convinced we rejected them in their hour of need. When